Chillin' like a villain.
If you haven't watched Descendants already, what are you waiting for? Hello, welcome to today's YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing a full-on makeup look on our special guest,
Aryanna.
We are going to be answering some questions throughout. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And let's get into it.
Wait, so first you let me tie my hair back?
First, I'm going to tie her hair back, so...
I'm going to tie my hair back.
Okay.
An eternity later.
Okay, so she finally put up her hair, so we're going to do her foundation. We're using Tarte, a Tarte foundation, and it's shade 35N. It's medium neutral. So I'm going to put some on my hand. Okay, and then we're going to use a big beauty sponge, and we're going to put it all over her face. So, I haven't put foundation on nobody at all, so I'm really scared. And I hope this comes out well. But right now I'm just putting it on different places of her face, and then I'm going to blend it all together.
Okay, so our first question is, how old are you guys? So I'm 14.
I'm 14 as well. Going to be 15 this year though.
I just turned 14. And then our next question is, what's our favorite color? Mine is lavender.
Mine, honestly, I love so many colors, so...
But like, if you had to pick one?
It'd be pink, of course. Of course.
Of course. Okay. It feels nice.
So we definitely have to put some foundation on her nose. So just squirting some more on my hand.
So I'm gonna tell them about my hair. So, the other day, I had this wig that was like, it was like super long and stuff. So I put it on my head, and then I started cutting it because it had like split ends and everything. And this part came out good. I did it like right here, like to my shoulders. And I tried to do forehead bangs, but I didn't know that it grabbed my hair. So now on both sides, I have little short hairs. So yeah.
So now that we're done with her foundation, we're gonna be using some concealer, some Tarte concealer.
And also my neck looks like two different shades, but it's really not. Promise.
This one's 35N medium, the shade. So this is honestly a good product. It does cover a lot. So we're gonna put some under her eye. We're gonna put some under her eyes. And we're going to start blending that first. We're going to be using a small beauty blender to blend her concealer.
Next question is, what is our favorite holiday? Mine, I have to say, is I'm always stuck between Halloween and Christmas.
Honestly, I don't have a favorite holiday.
So. Then we also have, who's our favorite actor?
I have more than one favorite actor, and that's Sophia Carson, Millie Bobby Brown, all the cast from Stranger Things, and all the cast from Descendants. So honestly, they are just all amazing actors, and there's definitely more actors that are amazing as well. So I don't just have one favorite.
I had to think about that because there's a lot of really good actors.
Agree.
Like I don't know how to say his name. It's like Leo DiCaprio.
Yes.
Is that how you say his name? Yeah, he's like a really good like actor. Like he can cry like on point. Like he's just amazing.
So now we're going to go into the bronzer. We're using Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow. And we're using, this is the highlight, this is the blush, and this is the bronzer.
Our next question is, what is our favorite older movie? Beaches. I love that movie. It's a very emotional movie to where like I always cry every time I see it, but it's like such a cute movie and I just love it.
Honestly, I've never seen Beaches before, but if I had to choose my older favorite movie, I choose Titanic 100%. I love that movie so much. It gets me every single time. Have you ever watched Titanic?
Mm-mm.
No?
No. I never have.
The entire 3 hours for that movie is worth it. What is our favorite new movie?
Descendants. All movies of Descendants. Like I said. Descendants. Team Evie. But Mal is pretty cool too. No cap.
I have to say for the latest movie, I'm trying to think of a movie that has like came out that I really enjoy.
Black Panther.
That movie is like, it's so intense for me. I'm just like, bro. And every time I watch it, like I'm gonna be Black Panther.
I don't care if it's a boy.
Now we're going to be using the blush shade in this palette, the Too Faced palette. This is the bronzer we just used, so now we're going to use the blush.
5 popular girl TikTokers:
Avani, Charlie D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelio,
Addison Rae, and Baby Ariel.
Who she's it? Okay,
If you could collab with anyone, who would it be and why? I would have to say, oh, we should have said Lauren Gray.
Oh yeah.
I would have to say, if I was gonna do a collab with anyone, I feel like Addison Rae would be the best person because she's super sweet and understanding, and I would honestly trust her with almost everything, probably.
Oh, that's sweet. Shout out to Addison Rae. Honestly, there's so many amazing people out there that will be so cool to collab with. But it really depends on what kind of video we're doing or what kind of collab we're doing. So like if it were a makeup collab, I'd probably say like Kylie Jenner or James Charles.
I would say Avani because she
Oh
is
yes,
amazing.
Avani.
She has such amazing talent.
Yes, Avani too. But it really depends on what kind of collab it will be. But honestly, there's just so many amazing people out there that we can do a collab with.
Yeah, like if it kind of really does depend on like what the video's about. Like with makeup, it could be like James Charles or Avani or Kylie Jenner, or just people that are very like into makeup. And if it was more of like just like random like dumb like daring things, I would say more like David Dobrik.
Yes.
Or what's his name? Jake Paul. He does some crazy stuff too. Yeah.
So now we're going to be going into the eye look. We're using eyeshadow. I have my Kylie palette with me today and my Morphe times Jefree Star palette. Honestly, these two palettes are such amazing palettes. I definitely recommend. They're very pigmented, which is really good because it'll make the eyeshadow pop really well. It'll make your eyes pop. Honestly, I recommend. They are really pretty. This is a Kylie palette. And just look at these cute shades. They're very pigmented as well, so it'll really pop your eyes. It'll just look really nice. And this is the Jefree Star palette. It has such amazing colors and they're very pigmented. I also recommend the James Charles palette. I do not have that one with me today, but that one is such a pretty palette. And so I don't know what kind of eyeshadow look I'll be doing today, but Is there any specific color that you want me to use?
I would prefer you to try to do something like outside of.
We're gonna be using the shade Self-Made, this one right here, and we're gonna be using the shade Nate. And I think we should definitely add some glitter. So there's different shades of glitter here, but I think we should add the custom rims, which is a silver glitter shade. So we're gonna be using this one, this neon pink, and this neon green.
Who is your favorite TikToker from the Hype House?
That is really hard.
I personally would say Dixie.
Dixie, that's a good one.
Because she's actually like super talented, and she seems like really sweet, and she just seems like a really good person to hang out with, you know?
Honestly, there's like Nikita, Lorraine,
I love Nikita.
Tony Lopez, Dixie, Charlie, Avani, Addison,
I would probably
Bryce.
I would probably, if Dixie ever was to like leave the Hype House or anything, like if anyone specifically was to leave the Hype House, I don't think that it would be the Hype House.
Yeah.
And if I didn't pick Charlie D'Amelio, I would have to pick Nikita.
Honestly, they're all amazing, so it's so hard to pick between them. So they're definitely like all our favorite.
Okay. Our next question is, who is our favorite artist? Do they mean like in music?
Yes.
The Weeknd.
Ariana Grande.
She went to Ariana Grande concert, and her phone case is Ariana Grande, I think.
My AirPod case.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And
Ariana.
and her wallpaper.
Yes. Honestly, my favorite artist is Ariana Grande. She is such an amazing, sweet, and beautiful artist. Her voice is just amazing, and just Ariana Grande. Why The Weeknd?
I say The Weeknd because like his music gives like such good vibes, and like his music's very understandable.
Honestly, The Weeknd is such a good artist too.
I love his music. He is such a good artist that when I try to sing his songs, I just can't do it. Our next question is, what's your biggest pet peeve? A pet peeve is something that irritates you like a lot. With me, it's specific sounds like styrofoam rubbing against each other, or just the sound of styrofoam in general. Another thing that irritates me is when you're sharpening a pencil and it squeaks. I hate that noise. It gives me the chills, and ugh. And another sound that I really don't like is people chewing with their mouth open.
Yes,
That really triggers me.
honestly, that I could think of, not a lot, but once, as you mentioned, like with people chewing with their mouth open, then that was like, okay, yeah, that. So definitely that, but honestly, not much, really.
Someone said, how long are we? I think they mean how tall.
Oh, how tall?
I think I'm 5'7" or 5'8".
You're not that tall.
I literally went to the doctor a few days ago, and they're like, you're 5'7".
What?
Yeah.
I'm 5'3" or 5'4". Not sure.
Another question is, what is our #1 show? Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
And if Stranger Things didn't even exist, it would definitely be Vampire Diaries. The amount of tears that I have had watching Vampire Diaries is literally like, it's so unbelievable, because I literally cry watching almost every episode.
Stranger Things. Stranger Things. Stranger Things.
Stranger Things is so good. I love it.
It's amazing.
Like
All the cast from
the
Stranger
acting
Things.
and
Yes.
like the way that they act with each other behind the scenes, and like the way that they get along so well. It's just like, it's so amazing. how there could be a show that's like so perfect inside the show and outside.
Facts.
Recommend. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, go watch Stranger Things. So right now, after putting those two shades, I'm gonna put a little bit more concealer to clean the eye look on the bottom part of the eyelid. Honestly, this makeup look is reminding me of watermelon.
I like that.
We're gonna drop a watermelon picture right here. So now we're gonna do her lashes. These are lashes she chose. I put on the eyelash really good.
Remember when you did my really thick ones? The Super Bowl.
Okay. So now that we put on her eyelashes, we are going to brush her eyebrows for the outer part of the lips, and for the inner part of the lips, we're using this CoverGirl Lip Lava gloss.
So we have one more question before we do the last step of her makeup look.
And the last step of her makeup look is putting setting spray. This is the Tarte Stay Spray.
A message to someone, who would it be? Like a special, like, from like the heart message.
Honestly, if it would be like from the heart message, it would probably be like somebody who's going through a really tough time, you know, trying to cheer up the day and putting all inspiration.
No, like what they mean is
into
like,
them.
if there was someone that like you hurt in the past, or like they hurt you, or like something that you want to tell someone in the past, or like.
Really?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So now we're gonna put her setting spray, which is the last step of her makeup look. We're gonna fix her hair to show you the final look. Are we ready? That's it for this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already.
And turn off post notifications.
If you want to.
But I prefer it.
I recommend.
Have a nice day. Honestly, right now it's literally
It's 1 in the
1:11
morning.
a.m. And so whenever you're watching this, have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, whatever time you're watching it throughout the day. Have a good one. Mwah. Mwah.